Chief Meteorologist Chris Boone, sponsored by Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Finally getting a little taste of fall as we finish up the week with those cooler temperatures. Very cold up towards the Minnesota area as well as in Iowa. I saw some snow in there. We're just getting a little bit of that cooler air working towards us here in the Concho Valley. But again, we're still seeing that upper level trough that's kind of continuing to move over the central parts of the United States. And in fact, do have some freeze warnings for parts of Oklahoma, most of Oklahoma, in fact, as well as parts of northern Texas. We're not expected to get to freezing for us. We're going to be seeing those upper 30s, so very chilly, very cold night in store. So definitely if you're trying to head out to any outdoor activities tonight, definitely want to make sure you're grabbing that jacket. Again, temperatures already in the mid-60s, 63 right now in downtown San Angelo. A little bit drier as well at those dew points in the 30s. Those winds starting to get down into the single digits, only at 8 miles, but still from the northeast, keeping that cool air working its way here into the Concho Valley. Again, single digits for the wind speeds now. We saw some of those breezier winds earlier, just about an hour ago. We were in the teens. So again, as we get past sunset, we'll continue to see those winds calm down. And again, those cooler temperatures for the area as well. Some upper 50s, in fact. 57 in Coleman, 58 in Ballinger, 58 in Sterling City as well. And starting to see those more 60s, 60 in Brady. Same with Eden. A little bit warmer the further south you go, some mid-60s down in Junction and Sonora. So again, some cooler temperatures, and that's for much of the state. Definitely the northern part, seeing those cooler temperatures, some 40s up in Amarillo, 50s and 60s for much of the state. Still some lingering 70s where the cold front didn't quite get nearly as far south. Again, still a bit warmer the further south you go. Humid along the coast, that's expected for this time of year. Much drier now that we've seen those northerly winds, again, keeping those dew points in the lower teens and 20s. And it's very dry out there, and that's going to continue for this weekend as well. Temperatures going to be a little bit on the cooler side, only getting into the lower 70s for this weekend. We'll start to see a little bit of cloud coverage build in on Sunday, but those overnight lows in the upper 40s. Again, a pretty fantastic fall-like weather. Again, great opportunity if you've been kind of putting up the Christmas lights or any of the outdoor activity, given the warmer temperatures. Again, this weekend looks to be really fantastic. We have been on the drier side given the past couple of weeks. Starting to see some of those drought conditions creep up, especially in the western parts of the Concho Valley. Again, most of us have stayed out of the drought conditions, just seeing those abnormally dry conditions, and we're not expecting a whole lot of relief given the next week. Again, we see this upper level trough that kind of continues to push off towards the east. Then we see those warmer temperatures returning as we get into next week. And that ridging, especially out over the west coast, that's going to start to move over the central United States, allowing for those more, again, warmer temperatures to continue for the first half of the week. And we'll be watching for another cold front by the middle Wednesday, starting to see some more cool air work its way down here in the Concho Valley, as well as another low pressure system starting to bring cooler temperatures. Again, tonight, temperatures on the cold side, in the upper 30s, still hanging on to those clear skies. Tomorrow, very similar to what we saw today, upper 60s and lower 70s. We'll be in the 71. Pleasant day across the area, still plenty of sun, so no concerns for that. And then your 7-day forecast, again, a quiet 7-day forecast. I think a lot of people can appreciate something like that. Some lower 30s, lower 70s rather, for this weekend. Then we'll start to see those upper 70s and lower 80s as we get into next week. Then we're keeping an eye on our next cold front. By Thursday, that's going to be pulling those upper temperatures into those mid-60s for highs.